Well, from an energy standpoint, we can definitely do simple things like turning off lights and turning off our computers when we're done with them. Or if you think you're going to be gone for longer than 30 minutes, just go ahead and shut it down. It's not true that turning things off and on is going to shorten the life of your equipment unless you have something that's considerably older. Another thing with computers is to enable the energy savings. Most computers do come with the option to where you can adjust how long it's on until it goes into a lower energy mode. You can adjust the brightness of your screen. You can do a lot of really quick things that, you set it up once and then you never have to think about it. So lights and computers are a huge component. We showed in some of our building studies that just by doing that in a building, if you can achieve like an hour savings, approximately an equivalent of an hour savings, building wide, you can save 6%. You can reduce your energy profile by 6%. On the material side, a couple really easy things which I think are convenient too is just go to more reusable items. So reusable bags, reusable bottles. I know a lot of stores actually give an incentive when you bring your own bag, so that's really great right there. And I think you can pack more stuff in those bags than the plastic or even the paper. And then you see a lot of people around campus being able to carry their own bottle, and that way you don't have to worry about where can I recycle it or where can I throw it away. You just keep your own bottle and you reuse it over and over again. So you're keeping waste out of the landfill. It's much less expensive and less of an environmental expense too, just to reduce the waste we have versus trying to recycle everything. Now we want to recycle the waste that we have, but if we can't, it's a lot easier just to reduce the amount of materials that we generate. I think a lot of people are always confused about what exactly they can do, because you hear a lot of different and competing messages. For example, should I turn my lights off and on? Doesn't that use more energy? Or if my car, if I'm sitting in my car, does it use more energy or gas to turn my engine off when I'm sitting somewhere for more than 30 seconds? So it's our job to really educate people and let them know that yes, it's okay to turn off your lights. It's great to turn off your computer. There aren't going to be security issues. You can still get updates. Those are usually a lot of the questions that we have. As far as waste and recycling, a lot of people, you might read some sort of expose article about recycling that, oh, my recyclables just end up in the landfill anyway. And I can tell you that at Michigan State University, when we recycle something, we research exactly what happens to these materials so that they do not end up in the landfill. And frequently, we really want to make sure not only are we sending things to be recycled, but that we're purchasing recycled materials. So we close that material loop so we know what's happening to our recycled materials, because in the end we're buying them again anyway. Well, it's really great to be green these days, and of course I'm sure that $4 a gallon gas really fired up everyone, and people have different motivations for sustainability, but really sustainability means to have things that we can do over time and replace our resources. And that makes sense from a cost standpoint, it makes sense from an environmental standpoint, it makes sense from a lot of different viewpoints. So maybe it won't be as fashionable, but I think what's going to happen, it'll just be an underlying thing that people consider as they continue to live and work and do business. So, right now it's really great because we have a lot of public support and, political support, and there's a lot of people who are really excited about sustainability. And that's wonderful because that's the kind of push we need to get a lot of things implemented. But over time, we just want it to be something that's just ingrained in the fabric of what we do at MSU and around the world.
This Greening of the Great Lakes podcast is produced by Michigan State University and News Talk 760 WJR for MLive.com.